I'm overjoyed. I'm honored. I'm thrilled. This is the fact that all of us are here. Bradley, Alessandro, myself, Scott Ellis, and the whole cast of Elephant Man and Spirit is with us, and that we're all going to the Tonys is divine. That we're going to fly back across the pond, and be there. So, because we're all going to London, as you know, soon. So.
Because you've been on quite a journey with this show. When it first started, it was just this limited little run. You had no idea what was going to happen with this show. We had no idea.
We were just going to do it. We were going to get our feet wet. We were going to test it out at Williamstown. Jenny Gersten, great Jenny Gersten, who was running Williamstown at the time, was like, come on up. And we were like, okay, you know, let's see how we feel about this. This was just a passion project of Bradley's. When I first met him, he said, you know, you'll play Mrs. Kendall. I was like, sure. And then it all came to fruition. And suddenly suddenly I saw all these big Broadway producers showing up, and I thought, oh, ho, ho, ho. And then it took us, because of scheduling, 2 years later, we were at the booth.
The whole experience, what it's meant to you of having this show in New York. I mean, the way this show touched audiences.
It will be hard to do anything else in New York. This was an extraordinary experience from beginning to end, through rehearsals, just the journey we take on stage, off stage. Scott Ellis is truly one of the greatest directors I've ever worked with. And my, you know, ridiculously talented, handsome co-stars. I mean, every night of my life I'm on stage with Bradley Cooper and Alessandro Nivola.
It doesn't get any better than that, does it really?
No. Na.
Totally. You know, this is the Tonys. It's the pinnacle. Do you remember the first time you watched the Tonys?
I don't remember the very first time, but I was probably in my teens, late teens. You know, I grew up in New Orleans. I loved the theater. I do remember, I have an odd early memory of Ethel Merman singing. And I'm not sure what she was singing, but I remember that. Her singing. And I remember that voice. But I can't remember what was the very first, but I think that's it.
Oh, she'd stay in anybody's mind.
Yeah.
And I loved her.